The Charles W. Morgan. Charles W. Morgan is a commercial whaling ship still in existence today, located in Mystic Seaport in Mystic, Connecticut. If you ever get a chance to visit Mystic Seaport, it's really fascinating. It is an open-air living museum where all of the people in the museum are dressed in period costume, doing things that as they did back in the 1800s, late 1800s, when the Charles W. Morgan was in her heyday. Some kit bashing was done on this particular model, especially in the after part of the ship where the cabins are located and where the ship's wheel is located. It was a really strange setup known as a shin cracker, where although a wheel was turned, it also turned the tiller, which was co-located with the wheel. So when you turned the wheel, you had to sort of shuffle left and right as it moved the tiller left and right. Very strange setup. If you look on the top of the foremast, you'll see two round hoops. Those are the crow's nest. That's where the lookouts stood when they watched for the whales. Can you imagine being up that high, being held in by just a little tiny ring of iron and looking out over the ocean as the ship rocked back and forth? Talk about having to have a very strong stomach. The Charles W. Morgan is actually the precursor to our modern day oil industry. These ships would go out into the oceans and kill various whales, sperm whales, right whales, and various other species, and then cut the blubber off of the body of the whale, blubber being a type of fat, and then boiling it down to just like you would cook bacon to get the fat out of the blubber, and then that was stored in barrels in the hold. This oil was then brought back and sold as lamp oil and lubricating oil. It is still one of the finest oils available, although today it is virtually impossible to come by due to the ban on whaling, fortunately.